I can't believe we're doing this, but we have to. Remember the Access Hollywood grab him by the you-know-what tapes of Donald Trump that set off that firestorm? The recording ended up getting Billy Bush fired from television, but it didn't stop Donald Trump from becoming president of the United States, which is weird. And you'll remember that Trump admitted that it was him on the tapes, right? Trump admitted it was him. He apologized for what he described as locker room talk on the tape. And generally, you don't apologize for something you never did. Now, Donald Trump is questioning whether the tapes are actually authentic or whether they've been doctored. We learned over the Thanksgiving holiday that earlier this year, Donald Trump told a U.S. senator that the Access Hollywood tapes might not be authentic. He recently repeated the exact same claim to an advisor. And Access Hollywood, understandably, had to respond and say, no, the tape is completely real. They said on a recent broadcast, let us make this perfectly clear. The tape is very real. Remember, his excuse at the time was locker room talk. He said every one of those words. I want to remind you again, Trump already admitted that it's his voice on the tapes and apologized for what he said. How do you go from apologizing for it to say there was never anything real to apologize for in the first place? Here's just a little bit of that apology that Donald Trump issued.
I've said and done things I regret, and the words released today on this more than a decade-old video are one of them.
Right.
Anyone who knows me knows these words don't reflect who I am. I said it, I was wrong, and I apologize.
Wow.
I've traveled the country talking about change for America.
That's pretty definitive. I said it, I was wrong, and I apologize. That apology was over something fake that never happened? Now, there are a couple of reasons why Trump might do this. The easiest and the simplest is he's completely narcissistic and thinks that maybe it's been long enough that somebody might start to believe him that, hey, the tapes were doctored. The second option is that it's part of this four-dimensional chess that Trump plays meant to distract from something else or create media mayhem. Who knows? That's another possibility. I would question whether Trump even can play regular chess, never mind 4D chess. A third option, which is similar to the 4D chess option, but not quite as refined, is that Trump has learned that there could be even worse stuff coming out at some point in the future, and that he's laying the groundwork to question the authenticity of all of it. And I don't know what those recordings might be. We did hear before the election about Tom Arnold said he had some recordings related to The Apprentice when Donald Trump was on The Apprentice, and that supposedly the stuff he did behind the scenes at The Apprentice blows out of the water the Access Hollywood tapes. We never heard more about that. It's a possibility that Trump is laying the groundwork and kind of preemptively playing defense for when those come out. And that really gets us to the actual tragedy in this, which is, and it pains me to say this, it really does. Some of Trump's supporters are going to eat this up and believe it 110%. There is a group of Trump supporters that has such cognitive dissonance when it comes to Trump the hero versus Trump the serial sexual assaulter that they will hear Donald Trump question the authenticity of a tape that he's not only acknowledged the truth of, but also apologized for. And they will start to repeat it and say, hey, Trump said it. The tape is fake. And those are the people, Pat, that will never abandon the guy, and we need to forget about them when we think about winning elections in the future.
Well, I mean, how many times has Trump contradicted himself, and how many times has he peddled conspiracy theories?
And it doesn't
He's just
matter.
putting those two things together.
Absolutely. So that is the most disturbing part of it, that even though it is so transparent, so pathetically bogus what Donald Trump is saying here, that the tapes might not be authentic, it has always worked. It has always worked for Trump, and it will continue to work for Donald Trump. And that's why we need to go around Trumpists to win elections in the United States, special elections in 2017, midterms in 2018, and the general election in 2020. Discuss this with us on our Reddit discussion forum. Many of you are, nearly 5,000 of you now, on our Reddit discussion forum at davidpakman.com/REDDIT. Today's program is made possible in part by Blue Sky Binary. Have you heard of blockchain? Blockchain's the new trend in technology and on the internet. And too many people are not aware of both the power and the risks of blockchain technology. Some people think it's too complicated, it's too difficult to get into, so people stay away and they miss out on the opportunity to really know about the opportunities that blockchain presents. But it doesn't have to be this way, and the solution is the Blue Sky Binary Blockchain Academy. Blue Sky Binary is a leading financial education and technology company, and they're turning their attention to blockchain. They've launched their Blockchain Academy to complement their other successful training programs. And they've created a blockchain education course for beginners and active crypto users alike. And in this course, students will be taken through a series of topics which ultimately will deliver a solid understanding of how blockchain works and help the student realize the current and potential future uses of blockchain technology. We've talked about some of these on the bonus show and on the program. And the course includes video on demand, online tests, access to a community of traders and blockchain enthusiasts to exchange knowledge and experiences. And you can register now to get a 3-day free trial that includes access to the first module of the course for you to evaluate the overall quality of the program. And afterwards, it's $49.99 a month. You can stop and resume at any point. Check out blueskybinary.com/David to sign up today.